Good day, Dr. Seow. We are Group Rescuer consisting of Injun, Chee, and myself, Chern. This is our menu page for the Firefighting Simulator project. When the user clicks the instruction button, the buy text will deactivate and the instruction text will be activated and displayed. So the texts are shown on the video. For the new game button, we have attached a main menu strip. When clicked, the button triggers the loading of the game scene by incrementing the build index. Now we are in the game scene. As we can see, the house is on fire with both fire and smooth particle effects. Let's begin by exploring the outdoor environment. The first feature we encounter is the water fountain. I created this fountain using multiple cube and cylinder game objects of various sizes to shape the structure. The water effect is simulated using a particle system which visually represents flowing water. Different textures are applied to the object to make the fountain look more realistic. Now, we are using the teleportation to move closer to the house. A teleport area has been applied to the wooden decoration beside the house, allowing users to teleport to that spot. Next, we move to the other side. The barrier and gate are made using different cube game objects and textures. I have also built the outdoor table and chair using multiple cube game objects. Different wood textures are applied to both the table and chair to enhance their appearance and make them look more realistic. Let's walk to the back side of the house. A tree game object has been created with branches and leaves added to complete the structure. Multiple child objects were duplicated and adjusted to create side variations, making each tree look a bit different. As we look at the ground, you will notice the soil texture. It was applied unevenly using a brush to give it a more natural and realistic appearance. Let's walk through this area. The smooth particle applied here add to the realism of the on-fire scenes. We are now back at the front of the house. You may notice that the floor texture here is slightly different from the side area. A root texture has been applied and decorative stone cylinder game objects are placed along the edge to clearly mark the path from the gate to the garage. Now, we are going to enter the house for a tour. We are now inside. This couple functions as a teleport area, allowing us to move into the interior. Let's pass to Chee now.
Hi Miss, I'm Chee, and I will explaining the structure of the ground floor. First, this is the alarm system. We have added an alarm sound effect to it to enhance the realism during the simulation. Over here is the fire extinguisher that is placed inside a small cabinet. Now let's move to the living room. These are the furniture pieces I've added, such as the sofa, coffee table, and more. Most of the furniture was imported from the Unity access store. After downloading the assets, I drag them into the scene and then position and scale them to fit naturally. Since we are using the universal render pipeline, I also apply materials and textures, including base maps, normal maps, height maps, and others, in order to make the objects look more realistic. The ceiling lights are made using point lights, and I've added light cover assets to make them look more realistic. Then we can move instantly using the carpet, which is set as a teleportation anchor. The room in front is the bathroom, and beside it is the piano room. The bathroom includes a water basin and a bathroom door. The walls use a different texture from the other room, so to clearly differentiate the space. In the piano room, we have placed a bookshelf and a piano. The piano is made from a 3D model asset, and it includes texture mapping to resemble real wood and metal parts. The window here is made from a cloth builder window frame, and we apply a transparent material with a reflective shader to simulate realistic glass. Finally, we have the bedroom. Here you can see the desk with computers, chairs, beds, and cabinet. And that's all for the ground floor. Now I'll pass it over to Injun.
Hi Miss, I'm Chern, and now I'm going to bring you along the garage. So as you can see, there are different ball on the garage floor. So this is the volleyball. So I have implemented the XR grab interactable for each of these ball, and each of the ball have their own bounciness. So in this case, you can see basketball, it has the highest bounciness. So it will going to bounce until it stops. It is also due to the attach of the spear collider for each of the ball. So moving on to the next part, which is the socket part. So I have hooked different things on the socket. So this is one of the bag I created by myself. And the other two is actually I get it from the asset store. So it hooked onto the socket using the XR socket interactor component. So it has also its one of its property, which is the attach transform, so that it can attach properly on the correct position. And actually it also uses the collider from the hook in order to hook it onto the socket. So you can take it out and also hook back it onto the socket. So same for the tennis racket. So I just hook it back. So after we have visited all those indoor areas in the ground floor, I will bring you along to explore the fire extinguisher and its element on how to put out fire on each of these rooms. In our house, we have placed two fire extinguishers, one in the ground floor and the other one in the first floor. So we are going to extinguish those furnitures which is on fire. So this fire extinguisher is actually created using different primitive objects, and the water comes up from the fire extinguisher is actually the water particle. So whenever the water particle is colliding with those fire, it will actually trigger it to destroy the fire. So each of the fire actually they have their own fire tag in order to be recognized, so that they could be destroyed. So all those furnitures which is on fire, they are actually changed into black material. Same for the cabinet, they are in black color. So next we are going to move to explore the furnitures and also the structure of the second floor.
Thank you, Angel. Now we are on the first floor, where we can see the kitchen and dining room. Most of the furniture here is also imported from the Unity asset store and added using the same technique, like which are importing, placing, and adjusting them within the seat to fit naturally. Over there is the fireplace and the balcony, which is filled with various potted plants to bring nature into the space. And behind this door, there is a small corner with some potted plants for decoration. Then you can use this carpet to teleport to the master room. Inside the master room, I've placed a wooden cabinet, large windows, bed, lamps, and other furniture. The bathroom here includes modern furniture, a bathtub, and stylish decoration to give it a clean and updated look. Then we move to another smaller bathroom, and beside it is the personal bedroom, which follows a similar design to the one on the ground floor. Lastly, the large carpet here functions the same as the one near the front door, which acts as a teleportation area. The smaller carpets around the rooms are set as teleportation anchors to let water move around easily. That's all from me. Thank you.
Yes, it's me again, and now we grab the fire extinguisher in the second floor. It is the same structure with the one in the first floor. So seeing it put out the water particle to put out fire. The reason why the fire can be extinguished is also because there is a collider being attached to the fire particle. There is a spear collider in the middle of the fire. So when the water is collide with the spear collider, it will going to destroy it. Inside the toilet. So you can see there is quite a black area in the dining area. So we try to adjust our position of the water particle to let it spread out and attack the fire. So the fire is being pulled out, and we try to put out also this kind of fire. And let's see whether there is fire inside the toilet or not. Oh. And moving to the last room, the cabinet is on fire. So let's move on to the other side. So this is the garage. So the Ferrari is actually also on fire. So we try to extinguish its fire as soon as possible. So we start from the front side. There is still fire inside the inner environment. So we move to the other side and try to extinguish it. Yeah, I think the fire is successfully being extinguished. So let's move on to the next part. We can still grab this fire extinguisher using the force grab. So let's teleport up to the other teleportation area, so we can still extinguish it by coming up to this wood part. So after we extinguish it, we just drop our fire extinguisher. So I will pass back to Chern now.
Now we are at the rooftop. All the fire has been completely extinguished. We have successfully completed the demo to save the house. Let's take a final look at the overall environment. A 6-sided skyboard was applied in this project to enhance the surroundings. Now we are back on the ground. In front of the house, here we can see a restart button. By clicking the restart button, we can return to the menu page where we can rewatch the instructions or restart the game. Now the game has been restarted, and that concludes our demo. Thank you.